It's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field.
The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up
with the Seattle Seahawks. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Trenton Cannon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Gain of 10.
And that's a Giants and offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Thomas Davis on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Greg Stroman back deep for Washington. It's taken to the 26. 12 yards on the return that time.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10
at their 38.
He fakes the give here and looks to throw.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins.
That one is slant to McLaurin.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From midfield now, Haskins eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Mike 35. Here we go. 35's the Mike. Bring it. Mike 35. Mike 35.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground game now with Geis. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Check.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 21. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down.
Circle round twice for the encore. You know.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
Under 10. Under 10. Mike 56. Mike 56. Come to my work.
And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
On the ground, it's Geis. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Washington 7, Seahawks 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And he rifles one incomplete. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Landon Collins on the coverage.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Wilson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast pace, making the other team chase now.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Ball carrier.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with this Washington 7, Seahawks 0.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D. Under crunch.
Now Haskins rolling to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack.
35's the mic. You ain't got nothing. Watch twist.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
You better breathe. Let me know right now. You better. 35. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Mike 35.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Finding his target, it's Cody Latimer. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. On first down, Carson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26.
It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Gain of 15.
Good gain by Chris Carson, picks up a first down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
Now it's Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ball carrier.
Chris Carson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And this one is incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Haskins to throw. Going up top. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Gain of 12.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Complete to
DK Metcalf
Touchdown.
with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Washington 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's going to look deep down the field. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Washington. J.D. McKissick, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 23-yard line.
Check, 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 check. 56. Mike, 56. Right there.
On 2nd down, it's Cannon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Complete with a clock down now up to 13 seconds. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Touchdown.
Russell Wilson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll throw right away. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, Haskins. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for Washington on 3rd down. 41 yards.
10 at the 24-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Geis. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
The 28-yard line.
On play action, Haskins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. Yeah. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack.
It's going to be a long day. 35's the mic.
Operating from the gun, Haskins. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Seahawks 28, Washington 14. Michael.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now Haskins to throw it. And hauled in here by Richard Rodgers. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Gain of 8. Brings up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Snap comes in 1. Now Haskins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He was covered by.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complimentary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, 93 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Mike's 56. You gonna see me in your nightmares. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. I'm going.
Now Haskins on first down. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Jamal Adams, an all-pro for the first time a season ago, had a fumble return for a touchdown and a pick six last year, and he delivers another pick six right here. Now Myers for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Seahawks 42, Washington 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
The tackle.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12.
From the gun, Haskins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On first down, this is Geis. And a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They run it with Carson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Sean Dion.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Thomas Davis on the...
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. This is Carson. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
It's now 4th down.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Jordan Brooks
in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Check 24, check 24.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll run with Geis. He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
2nd and 5 now. Haskins, middle of the field. He's got McLaurin. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
56 the mark, boys. 56. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Mike 56. Mike 56.
From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Cody Latimer, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Seahawks 42, Washington 21.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 31 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The carry.
Tackle made by Thomas Davis. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They run again with Carson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
16 yards, a first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made by Chase Young. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
10, but it brings up 4th down. Today's final score, Seahawks 42.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams.